That's a better camera shot. Randy shows a little bit more of us. Hey guys, welcome. This is Aspen, Colorado. I can't even believe I'm here. I stutter all the time. This place is breathtaking. Along with Randy Stokos, I'm Jason DeBelius. Let me catch my breath, and you tell the audience where we are. We're at the contenders bracket.
We are in the contenders bracket, Aspen, Colorado, for the Motherlode, the 50th annual losers bracket or contenders bracket. Winner continues, loser goes home. So obviously, all these teams, we've watched them throughout the last couple of days. One of the biggest surprises for me is Melissa. I'm going to get
Calata, yeah.
Calata playing in her 5th day of competition. She's 49 years old. She's got an opportunity to go and play in all these different divisions. And there's a person that loves the game of beach volleyball.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at her BVB page, man, that thing is. I'm going to show it to you right now. Here it is. This thing is all the way down, man. She's played multiple years, and here she is at. I can't even remember the age. As we get this first serve going. There's Mel with the set. No, there's an overpass, and is there a ball on court?
Kelly Roble goes with the one-handed bandit off balance, and the thing comes popping up off the top of the tape. They score the first point in a very unorthodox first play.
Let's see. All right. Lockhart to serve. They go to Roble on this one. Roble does literally a turn instead of a wrist away, turns that direction, and again another one-arm bandit that led to no success.
And I was speaking of Wendy Lockhart on that last play. I called her Kelly Roble. Sorry about that. So early in the game, 1-1. Teams will try to feel themselves out in regards to who they want to target. And it'll be very interesting to see if they go after Melissa Calata. No, they go after Wendy in the long serve, especially with this high altitude ball travels.
Yeah, we talked about that before. As Mel's about to serve, Mel going to the middle of the court. Calata. Here we go. It'd be nice if we had a camera shot.
Let's get them on
Thanks, boys.
camera.
Thanks, boys. We got it. Calata right now scores 3-1. And she got the ball back right away. It looks like they want to play a little bit faster. And that ball shanked, and now it's 3-2.
Kind of tough moving backwards, not being still, and moving that forward. Get caught into a situation where you really can't handle the ball when you're off balance. Opportunity went off. 2-3.
Kelly Roble to serve. They go to Lockhart. Up and down set. Lockhart. Doug. Looking for Stephanie. There's another dig, and sometimes you just can't go, Randy.
Well, there's that old play about trying to take the ball overhand rather than going and backing up and trying to use your platform. If she does, she's able to go and pop a ball up and give her partner to go and give her a set. Time. All we need is time, especially as we get older.
Yeah, Mel actually. A little bit of a J-hook pass, but it went straight to the target, and all's well that ends okay. As we get our first switch, it's 4-3. Calata and Lockhart leading by 1.
Little bit of overcast conditions early on what do we got? Sunday already.
Yeah,
Sunday
can you believe
morning.
that?
Well, I'm always a little bit confused because most of the tournaments that I've ever participated on are Saturday, Sunday tournaments, and Monday is the day off. But no, finals are all on Monday. Stay tuned. It should be some exciting matches when we get down to the final brackets.
Wow. Yeah, Monday at this place is really good. As that mess got cleaned up, free ball situation, and who's going to be the winner of this losing series? It looks like it's going to be Roble and Chellevold. We got to get used to that name. 4-4. Up and down set, Calata. High cross is the way to go, especially against an undersized player.
Good swing by Melissa from the left side there to go in. Now go up by 1, 5-4 early in the match.
Expect you to go back to no. She goes to Roble on this one. There's a poke dig, Calata, free ball situation. Stephanie Chellevold on the attack. There's the option. Doug looking for six. Oh my goodness! What a deceptive, nasty cut by Mel Calata. That was that was gross.
As you age and as you learn how to play this game throughout all your career, you know exactly how to go and make time for yourself. And she caught a good ball to go and score a point. Here's another opportunity
There
for
goes
a
Lockhart.
partner.
Lockhart. She's like, you got a
If,
cut. I got one too.
if you can do it, I can do it. Back to back plays, and I tell you, it's not a bad thinking or a thought process about going to the cut shot almost each and every time, especially if you got it into the zone that you can attack from.
Going back to Stephanie. Drifter. Stephanie has to stay on the ground. Here's a down ball. Going back to Mel. Mel with the hop and the cut. And wow. I got to tell you, Randy, from here, from where we're sitting, it doesn't look like a hard thing to do. But when you see the actual drop, that's a nasty drop on the
It
cut,
does.
man.
It drops so fast you can't even, because you're going from a kind of a larger stance, and then all of a sudden you're trying to go and bend down. You have to bend down and then go after that ball. That thing drops like a lead of. That's a
Wow.
nice, sweet swing down the line there.
Yeah,
Opening
Kelly
up the
Roble.
court.
Roble doing the business. Really cool shades too, by the way. Kelly Roble to serve. The score is now 5-8. We're one away from the switch. And like you said, a little overcast. They said 40% chance of rain, which is good. Great odds for any volleyball player. There's the option. Do you agree? Great 40% chance of rain. For guys who are wrong half the time, that's great odds for any volleyball
Yeah,
guy.
I think we're going to be fine. In fact, it sounds like for the weather prediction for Monday, we've got bright, sunny skies. So stay tuned because we've got a lot more in store for all that love the game of the beach volleyball.
Roble, a little bit of a difficult pass and stays on the ground. There's the dig. Looking for 10. Lockhart. There's a cut. This time she ran it down, and there's the over on 2, and that ball is in. Hits the outside part of the line.
Melissa Calata, she's got to be yelling to her partner, Windy, play a close ball, Got to play that ball to go and not give away that point, but take it.
Wow, Mel Calata line over. Doug, Stephanie, transition, luft balloon, and reaching double digits are the vets.
Melissa was very smart there by shooting that ball up and over the block and forcing her opponent to be in a tough situation to put that ball away from all the way in that deep corner.
Wendy Lockhart at the net to block. 6'10", and she goes short. Handled well by Mel. Wow. She really wanted to swing at that, but landed kind of gingerly.
She thought she was 21 years old. She wanted to go and get a little snap at it. And it's so hard not to do that at any age. But ultimately, if she looks back on that, she would have said, oh, I should have cut it. And there's a service out of bounds.
Well, the cool thing about being her age and playing is if you have a good first step, you have a long career in this game. If you can cover a lot on that first step, you can cover 15 feet on each side of the court. Wendy Lockhart to serve, left shoulder, okay. There's the cut on 2, and I really loved. Did you see Kelly go through the motions on the dig?
Yes.
I like that, and we talked about that yesterday too.
Well, it's funny how the thought process is for a defensive player because you're just trying to gather it all in a second, and now there's a good swing by Wendy Lockhart from the right side.
Yeah, Wendy, let me tell you something. You mentioned the more you start going for these balls, at some point you're going to start getting the touches that you want. And game 1, you know what I'm saying, in the lead, still doing that. Good for her. She's at the net right now as Mel serves. Mel goes zone 1. Wow, there's a hit on 2, and that ball's out of bounds. And there we are at the technical timeout, leading by 5 are the vets, the scrappy vets, Mel Calata and Wendy Lockhart.
Well, remember, Jason, a lot of these teams have been playing, like I said earlier, that Melissa Calata now on her 5th day of playing. She played in the other Masters divisions and so on. And I don't know even if she got over and played in some of the grass, but still, I don't care if you're playing on grass or on the sand, playing 5 days in a row. I don't care who you are. Difficult to do.
It really is. It really is. It's Randy. It's one of those things where you got to have enough left in the tank if you get that far. Assuming you get that far. All right, we're back from the technical timeout. I thought they had a little bit longer, but it seems like they have this "let's get this over with" mentality going.
Jason, big moment in this game because there's a 5 point difference. Now Melissa's going to get back to serve. Let's see if she's going to try to make the error that you see a lot of times out of a timeout or a time. There's a little play at the net. Bigger girl got it at the net.
Yeah, striking first blood. It's now 9-13, and Mel actually good balance on that touch block. She didn't get a lot of lift off, but her recovery seemed nice. And I really like that Wendy Lockhart is competing in every play. They go to Lockhart. That drifter set that she likes so much, and the middle shot that she likes so much.
I think that's the best set for her. Gets that ball out to her right hand, makes it an easy trying to swing. She can go to that cut shot. She can hit in the middle, and she's kind of wide open in regards to her ability to swing at the ball.
And again, it's at the lowest part of the net. Yeah, we talked about that the previous match. Sometimes these long tournaments, the courts get dug in a little bit. Get our detail people out here. J hook pass, Roble free ball, Lockhart. Oh man, and the encouragement from Mel Calata. Sometimes it seems like you're yelling at your partner like in some kind of negative way, but it's not really that way, right? It's more encouraging.
Well, you know how many times Ascension Smith and myself yelled at each other. Everybody thought we were fighting all the time, but it was just the want and the will to go and get that ball. And that's what you need from your partner.
Now you guys are like an old New York Jewish couple. It seems like you're fighting. It's like, are you guys okay now? And you're like, what are you talking about? We weren't fighting.
Jason, there was a lot of other couples that fought a lot harder than we did, but we were fortunate enough to, know how to play with each other, and we had a magic time.
Wow, and there's the service pressure we're looking for. They're going deep middle, and again, Roble and Stephanie Chellevold, they have a decision to make on who's going to take that, and they have to do it faster. That was
a lot of open space right now for that team receiving right down the middle. Now she passes that ball into the middle. Oh. Why don't start with a balance? So let me talk about balance and balance on the court. Every time I see, when I've taught my younger players and they get on the court and they literally, I tell them, stop. Okay, where is the opening? I go, where is this next ball going to go? And they point to the area that's kind of more of a fatter opening. It's so important to be balanced when you are receiving serve. And I know throughout the world, you'll see some teams where one player will start a little forward than the back player. I feel that those are opportunities that you can serve that kind of cross-court, angled seam serves to beat them up and over their shoulder. So be balanced to begin with and start from there. And then that's how the game becomes easier.
Yeah, this might be the last switch of the set, 17-11. Transition play, and you know what? Luck is the residue of design, man. When you keep working hard, you get those bounces.
Yeah, and it's a good swing by Wendy Lockhart from the left-hand side to score that point. Now up by 7, 18-11.
I'm going to have our people check Wendy's age. I actually think she might be 50. I think we have a 46 and a 50 here. Though Wendy, I'm gonna need to see some ID.
Melissa Calata at the net. That ball, she gives it a little fake. She pops that ball over, and she's big smiles because she knows that she baited the player into shooting that ball into the right spot and scores the 19th point.
Oh boy, there's a serving to the net, but you know what? The sooner they get back to this to serve receive, the better. They want to get in, get out, get this first set.
You mean remove that thought of that negativism?
Yes.
At that time, and then sure enough, it happens back the other way.
Well, we call it selective amnesia.
Well, the fastest the faster that you can get rid of those thoughts and move on into the game, the better of a player you're going to be.
There's a dig. We're looking for the game, and Mel, wow, Mel being an artist a little bit, little Picasso, jumbo shrimp, and that's the end of the first set. Winners, 21-12. Mel Calata,
Interesting that the
Wendy
girls
Lockhart.
come together and give a little high fives or low fives to each other in between. Usually that happens at the end of the match.
Yeah,
And I want
I've
to
never
think
been a
that I
fan of that.
met, I don't know if I lost something like that. That was the second game because games go by so fast. But as the other girls come in here and practice and warm up for their matches, again, everybody's trying to get in their times. There's not a whole lot of practice facilities around. And again, you know, as players, they're trying to warm up and get ready.
I just been informed by our people that it's Lockhart's birthday. It's Wendy Lockhart's birthday. So happy birthday from the kid from Brooklyn and the king of the beach. Yeah, we asked the age, and they both said none of your damn business. She's gonna have to show me some ID anyway at some point. So, what you said before, I'm not a big fan of like the salutations and the friendliness in the beginning and in between the matches. And the only reason why I think it's happening here, this is the 50th anniversary, and if you had to count on both hands the number of times these four played each other, maybe there's a little bit of that, you know.
For sure. And again, what we've talked about up here in the Motherlode is family, and family. I have to say, it's a bright and fun thing to see for myself because when you get to the serious portion of being a professional, sometimes you aren't able to smell the roses and enjoy
Yeah.
the camaraderie of the players that play out here, and so it's a nice thing.
Yeah, it is. See if I go on camera 3 for a minute. I got a Mark Fornicari sighting. Mark Fornicari is on court 3. He was the runner-up at the Pottstown Rumble 2 years ago. As we come back, as we return to our match, let's take care of business here first, of course. Looking for the first points, and wow, what a nasty drop! But once again, Wendy Lockhart getting touches on everything.
Yeah, and I love Wendy's aspect. She was down on the ground right there. I put both her arms out, like maybe I should have touched that with two hands. But again, very difficult to dive and touch a ball with two hands.
Wow, deep middle serve, nobody up. Looking for two. Stephanie down the middle, and another free ball opportunity. They'll give this one to Roble. Roble cut. There's the dig. Third free ball opportunity, and maybe freedom ain't free here, Randy.
No, too bad, but it was a great up. She learned from the experience that she had just a play ago, missing that diving dig, and the next one she scores on.
Is this weird? I'm having like a really good time in this match. This is a lot of fun. Roble line dug, one over. Okay, dig by Stephanie, and now they have to find a way to clean up the mess, and doesn't happen, and they've doubled their score.
I think Melissa
2-1.
got away with something there, trying to go and pop the ball over on one. They defended it, but they weren't successful in controlling the ball. But usually, when you pop the ball over on one and throw it over, it's not a great play. And then there's the service into the net by Wendy Lockhart. She wants that one back early in game 2, 2-2.
A lot of activity on both courts. There are upper courts up the hill, 2 beach courts here, and there's the 3 courts down here for the Motherlode tournament. Lockhart set out of the middle. Calata dug, looking for 3. No, there's an overset. Lockhart says, "Fine, I'll take it."
But if you
Happy birthday, Wendy Lockhart.
No, really, the beautiful play by Melissa is that she saw the overpass or the overset. She pops the ball up high enough for her partner to come in and do whatever she wanted to do.
Pretty good pass. I like that pass by Kelly Roble.
Mm.
And not so much the drop shot, but next play, my guess is they're going to go right back to her, Randy.
Seems like she's taken on a little water, winded a bit. Let's see if they do attack her again, and they do. And now this is a tough play. Windy all over it.
Wow, nice hard shot, but a pretty good dig by Kelly. And Kelly gets the shot and the foul. We got a little Nemo in the net by the name of Wendy Lockhart. And here's our first switch of the second set. For those of you that just joined us, thanks for having us in your living room. Thanks for having us in your life. I'm Jason DeBeas, and I'm joined by the king of the beach, Randy Stokeless. And it seems like we're half slumming and half working, but you know what? I'm having this is a great time for me. And I think I speak for Randy on the same. Free ball opportunity, looking for four to tie it. The one arm bandit again, and let me tell you something. This silver tape, the net has been taking a beating.
It has, but how many times has Wendy Lockhart got on the ground with the one hand, last one with a left hand? It was so difficult. She pops that ball up, gives her team an opportunity to score, and the opponent makes the mistake at the net. Now they're trying to figure out the score, and I think it's that 6-3.
I thought there was only 1 point after the switch, but
6-2, as they're calling it right now.
It doesn't give me the option to write down.
All right, scoreboard person, gotcha. Oh, seems like Roble's getting all the activity there. A little bit of a back slap. There's a line over Doug, Stephanie. Stephanie looking to get into this game a little bit. Doug, Mel looking for 7. Line over, got it.
Great set by Wendy Lockhart, diving backwards, popping the ball up, knowing that she's got to give her partner Melissa time, and she's able to put that ball away.
I do find myself cheering for a team a little bit, Lockhart and excuse me, and Calata, as we get dig transition, and there's the poke, and there's 8. And now the floodgates have opened. And the reasoning behind that, Randy, is I was here last year, and this is every volleyball region has a clique. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a group of people that keep to themselves, and these two are very, very open to me and very welcoming, and I'm eternally grateful. So if there's any bias, that's where it comes from, that gratitude.
Funny, I haven't seen any of that. I've gotten love all over the place.
Oh, come on, that's not the same. You're Randy Stokeless. Stop it.
Oh, Melissa, there was a you take it, I get it. And Melissa's all over it. Now let's see if they get a free ball. Here enough comes to Wendy. Wendy attacks from the left side.
Looking for 9. Is that ball in or out? And no, sails out of bounds. Left balloon. My left balloon count is 51.
You know, it's funny. She hit that ball out long, but I got to tell you, for her, she probably felt so good. Let me just do it again. Up by 5, 8-3.
Yeah. Excuse me. Up and down set. She might have gotten the bottom of the tape, and there's a little bit of an honor call to confirm with the referee, and now they've cut the lead in half.
You know, it's so important when that ball goes drifting toward the net to get sideways. Don't go straight onto the net, get sideways and underneath the net. I remember St. John Smith, my partner, longtime partner, would always, with my shank passes into the net, get low and pop that ball. Come then with the ability with the net coming out, the ball coming off of the net, him popping up balls that were just butter for me.
And here we are. The score is 9-4. All the momentum, pretty much all of it, goes to Calata and Lockhart. Expect the line over. Wow, great timing on that block and good timing on the dig switch. Looking for 10. Oh! Just sails into the top of the tape to the bottom of the tape of the Let's Go Silver. And here's our switch. 9-5. I know they would have preferred 10-4. That would have been more it's always more ideal.
Let's see if there's a little bit of a letdown now. Well, she wasn't
little
ready, so
replay
we're
in.
going to replay that.
That's fine. I think everybody's okay with that. Not a whole lot of hostility. A lot of action on both sides of the court. There's a women's match on court 1. And of course, Mark Fonacari on court 3, playing against Biv Sadler, one of the an old head that I'm familiar with. Mel, nice rescue on that shot pass, and her favorite shot finally got dug by Roble, and unfortunately, that one goes into the net, reaching double digits first.
Jason, I love your description there, the way that she saved that ball to put that ball up. But again, in the game of volleyball, it's called bettering the ball. Every time a ball is touched inaccurately, you want to make it better every single time. And if you think about that when you're playing and practicing, you'll get to be a pretty good volleyball player.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. This time they go middle, left shoulder, and finally the constant pressure of that serve has produced the results that they want. Sometimes you're just looking for a shank backwards, and if you're fortunate, you get an ace. And Randy, there's the ace.
And Melissa's trying to speed things up with her ability to understand what's going on here as she goes and serves that next ball to the middle. Here's going to be another point opportunity for them.
Stephanie
And
has to give
Melissa-
up the free ball, and free ball for free ball, and Sharapova loses to Coco Goff on that one. 6-11.
You know,
Don't ask me who's who, guys.
It's difficult to go and shoot that ball on one, especially that far off the net, and she wants that one back. As Windy attacks from the right side, great dig from the middle.
Yeah, if I were them, I would just stay in the middle on that one. Free ball opportunity, looking for 12. Lockhart, that's the drop she's looking. Lockhart plays those two dimensions pretty well. She goes hard middle and short cutting.
Line. Yeah, it's a little bit of a cut shot line back to the line, and it's a nice one because it doesn't have any depth. That all of a sudden just goes straight down, and that angle is deadly.
It really is. Wow, catch reverses field and beats the I formation. Stephanie Chellevold. Great job, Stephanie. Scores now 12-7. Gonna fix that for the scoreboard.
As Kelly Roble comes back to serve, it's always interesting to me to figure out why they want to serve from where they're serving.
Middle, you mean?
At that point play, and there's a nice swing, but Melissa finally gets a ball at the net with nobody up and puts that ball, and she goes, that's what I want to do each and every time.
That had a little umph on it, right? Melissa to serve, expected to go back to the middle. No, this time it sails to Stephanie. And that set sails for Stephanie. She has to sail with it. There's a dig, knuckle for knuckle, and unfortunately, I think we have a ball on court. Little activity. I would kind of like to see the other player who's the culprit for the ball on court to kind of maybe run and get rid of the evidence.
That will never happen when there's no running here. It's high altitude, 8,000 feet.
Wow. Great deception and leaves it out there. Now we're at our technical timeout in similar fashion. They find themselves trailing 8-13. So again, on court one, I mentioned Mark Fornicari. He's someone that came on the podcast and brought a bottle of vodka that, Randy, had to be this big. It was absolutely huge. And for 2 hours and 25 minutes, we were looking at the bottle as we're drinking, and there's only this much left. And he's an amazing guest. He always brings all sorts of pleasants with him, and I like the guy a lot. A true mensch. Lives in the Carolina area.
You make sure you have a bottle for me if we're going 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Yes, you're a whiskey guy, though, right?
Yeah, I do them both.
Yeah,
but I've been trying to get away from it a little bit. Trying to, be a little healthier.
We're in the bunker, Cam. I get to look at you like this. Because that's the only thing that I'm actually being a rebel about. I've actually changed up a lot in my diet, and I'm looking good, feeling good, just like you. You look terrific, by the way.
Listen, you know what? They can't take it all away from us. It's got to be fun, some fun in life.
Yeah. And look at all the fun on this court. This is how you warm up for the next match. Looks like a wash.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, there's not a whole lot of practice areas for everybody to warm up, and anytime you can kind of get a swing and open up yourself. It's early morning on Sunday morning. And remember, these players have played for not only, like I said, Melissa's on her 5th day of playing different aspects of
divisions.
Yep. Exactly. And you want to get out there and warm up as quick as you can because it takes a toll day after day after day.
Chellevold with the serve. Mel's going to take it out of the middle, and Mel, wow. You know what? I just looked at her last 3 jumps, Randy, and each version of that jump was a little bit higher.
Well, and it all starts with a pass and a beautiful set. It almost, that set that went up there said, hit
Yeah.
me, please hit me.
Lockhart to serve. Goes zone 1. Not the best pass in the world, and of course leads to a free ball. And free ball for free ball, and the tennis action. I got to come up with different tennis names though. They at least look like them. Come on, we got a Chris Everett right over there. We got a Martina Navratilova over here. Okay,
Windy,
better description.
Yeah, and Wendy Lockhart with a big old smile that she got away with that.
Why did she catch your high, man? Deep zone 1, Randy. I mean, you played a lot of games on the beach, and sometimes deep zone 1, people serving as hard as they can. The ball's, right between your eyes, and you're trying to find a way to just.
Well, look at where she's standing right now. She's almost standing in the corner. So let's see if they're going to pop in a little short serve or something. If they go kind of to the middle of the court, right?
Nice recovery by Wendy. Wendy, who found herself going the wrong way, came back. And for now, the momentum, the train has been halted.
As Melissa says, if she was 20 years younger, she would run after that. Great up by her partner.
You're not going to see a lot of timeouts in this game. These girls just like to play through.
Yeah, now a big commanding lead, 17-9. They won the first game, trying to finish off the second.
Mel is. I expect them to keep going to Kelly Roble. That's where they're enjoying their success, and they do. They go back to her, and this time she midlines that pass. Oh, a little J hook dig, a spin move, good self cover. 1 over to no avail. Looking for 10. Stephanie, no. Mel with the dig, and cleaning up the nonsense is Kelly Roble.
Nice up.
Oh, wow.
By Melissa at the net, but she's again going, why did I shoot that ball over on the first time and try to do that? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Serve out of the middle. Mel, the long arm of the law, really took that one. And you know what? When her legs are under her, man, that tip, everything just, life is just better for Mel Calata as we switch at 18-10.
And Jason, when you talk about feet underneath or legs underneath the ball, it's so important because that's the difference about indoor volleyball and outdoor volleyball. Indoor volleyball, you're kind of jumping toward the ball as an attacker. In beach volleyball, you got to get underneath it. And there's still a little bit of movement toward a ball that's out in front of you, but you got to get your feet to the ball to be a good attacker.
Set out of the middle. And speaking of legs under her, Kelly Roble, pretty good swing, but Mel on transition. Jumbo shrimp, good move. Gives them a chance to reset for a down ball. And here it is. Oh, I was looking for the payoff on that, and we got no cash in the ATM on that one.
Stephanie goes, ever in a fiddle, I go deep middle. She puts that ball away for the point. Now down by 7, 11-18.
Back to Mel. Tight
There's
set.
an overpass. There's an opportunity. And the opportunity is not met.
19-11. 2 away from securing this match. Already up handsomely on this lead. Up 1-0 for those of you that just joined us. These 2 young ladies are making it happen. Zone 1 again. Kelly Roble. That's been the entire story of the game. Roble with a very, very good swing, but unfortunately just out of bounds. And that's match point opportunity number 1.
If Kelly's going to look at this after playing in this event, I hope she's going to hear me. Push the ball in front of you. Stop passing the ball to the middle of the court where you're hitting this big high. It's such a hard ball to hit. Push it. It went to the middle of the court. Now, this is going to be an easy play? Of course not. There's Melissa passing the ball straight in, giving the option, and her partner puts the ball. Wendy, for match, takes advantage and wins convincingly.
Wendy Lockhart, getting birthday shots after this. Going to be getting birthday shots. Great job by Mel Calata and Wendy Lockhart. Winners 2-0. In that one, convincing fashion, 21-11. Feliz cumpleaños, we say to Wendy Lockhart. And Mel Calata, we love you and we adore you. Actually, come for the interview. You're with us. Can you grab, disconnect that mic? Come, we got a bunker interview. Thanks.
I'm still breathing.
Yeah.
Is this Mr. Randy Stokely?
I am.
Nice to meet you.
So tell us how old you are.
No,
Uh,
wait a minute. Are you shy about your age? Is that what's going on here?
Just a little bit.
Come on, jump in the middle right here.
So, you and Mel have played together for quite some time,
Yes.
with and against each other.
Yes.
This 50th anniversary.
Mostly with, yeah.
Yeah, but this 50th anniversary, I don't think I could count on my hands and feet, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a long
Yeah,
time
I
together.
think 21 times we've played the Motherlode together.
My goodness.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
So,
it's been really, really fun.
so with those many times that you play together, there's a lot of ups and downs. I'm going to talk about let's talk about the ups.
Okay.
What's this tournament, this match, last match? What's one or two things you thought that Mel did well? I mean, 21-11 is not
Yeah.
a whole lot to critique here.
Sure. No, Mel's serving great. I mean, you saw her. She can hit a ball straight down, and that's always really fun to be a setter for somebody that can pound the ball. So, yeah, all around. And then she talks really, really well. She's positive, upbeat. I couldn't ask for a better partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? She in this game, like as far as leg strength or whatever,
Yes.
when she started getting her legs under her, I was telling Randy, like, her last 3 jumps were like higher and higher, and I'm like,
Yes.
okay, she's
Yeah.
that
She's
person.
amazing.
I'm the person that goes the other way.
By the way, she turns 50 next year. So, yeah.
You guys are in a different division. So I heard
Yeah.
Melissa, this is her fifth day of competition.
Yes.
So even at 49 years of age, it's difficult to go even play 2 back-to-back
Right.
days, much play 5 days at this 8,000 foot elevation.
Yeah.
It's very noticeable for me
Yep.
that you guys have played together, because when there is a mishandled ball, you guys always better the ball. And
That's
I
what we
noticed
try
that
to do.
you know that she can go and hit that ball, and you're
Yes.
putting that ball always up in the sweet
Yep.
spot. Really nice playing out
Thank
there.
you.
Congratulations on
Thank you
really
so
kind of
much.
handling that. Your thoughts about coming through the losers bracket?
I mean, Mel and I have been through this a time or two, and we think it's fun to come through the contenders bracket. I mean, it's not our choice,
No.
but it's always like fun to know everything's on the line, and to get further in the tournament, you got to get this game. And I think it fires us up
It
to a
does,
better level.
yeah.
Well, the thing that impresses me about you guys, sometimes there are players where you're like, I can't believe my partner didn't move with that player, this or that. But there's been none of that, because there's no way this partnership lasts on and off for
Yeah.
25 years without some level of sustainability and saying it is what
Right.
it is and coming back.
Right.
My question to you guys, contenders bracket, feels like a normal day, right?
Right.
Especially for you. What's one or two things you want to fix a little bit going into the next round?
What do you think, Mel?
I don't know. I mean, I think we do, like you said, we do a pretty good job of bettering the ball. I think this ball's a little tougher to get a little bit of lift on. I think so. A little more lift on our sets to give us that little more
More
time to get your
time.
legs under it.
Sure.
So working on that a little bit. Just cleaning up some
Yeah.
digs and some passes. Here and there, you're going to get those good serves, and just cleaning it up a little bit on our end. But when we're both firing, I think we're pretty good.
Melissa, I've noticed one thing. I've seen you try to shoot the ball on one a number of times. Now, I understand what that's all about, especially at the ages that we're getting at. But how effective is that by all of a sudden putting that ball on your opponent and giving them a swing again? I know a lot of times they make the mistake where they can't get the ball back over.
Right.
But to me, sometimes I feel like there's an opportunity missed for you taking that ball
Absolutely.
with your platform and trying to not take the ball overhand
Absolutely.
so much.
Yeah, that was I think I was just getting like overrunning, like getting too excited, and instead of staying patient on defense, like running and then just panic. It was more panic won balls than it was strategic.
That's right.
One of them was trying to be strategic, but again, this ball doesn't go like the like the Wilson does. So yeah, it was just a little bit of panic, but yeah, absolutely, like giving them a free opportunity is never a good idea,
Yeah, of
especially
course.
at our age. We
Of
gotta,
course.
conserve.
So what do you say? Birthday shots out there today, birthday shots tonight. Is that how
Yeah.
it's gonna work?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't drink.
Yeah.
But I'll have a shot of sparkling water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
This one's heavy. She
No-
just said
No
spark-
wonder you're looking like you're 20 years old.
Yeah, show me some ID. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
All right, later, guys.
Congratulations, girls.
Nice to meet you.
We'll give him his mic back. Let's put that back like nothing happened.
I love talking to the girls like that because it's really, humbling to see, at their ages out here. I've given it up a long time ago, and unfortunately,
Jiba.
I really wanted to go and, play further. But, for myself, it was a lot of other things going on in my life, and I wanted to try to accomplish a couple more things. But it's awesome to see these elderly people play the way they are. It's awesome.
And that's why I asked, like, sometimes the game might move a little slow for some people, but as this game progressed, there were a lot of interesting things happening. And I was like, is it weird that I'm more inherently interested in this now? The interest generated more as the match went on, where some matches we both know that can go another way.
Well,
So, Karch Jiba said Randay in Sinjin's voice. And yes, we can read the chat. Sorry.
I think that's the beauty of our sport, that the game can be played at any level and any age. And then all of a sudden we're seeing people do what they do. It's always intriguing, and it's always a fun, aspect of, what the body can do as we do get older and play the game more and more.
Karch Jiba says, you guys killing it play by play. Well, stick with us because we got another match coming up. And we're going to try to do the best we can to make sure that happens. They're warming up really fast. They're moving right along really quickly here because this is a contenders bracket and there were no contenders bracket matches yesterday. So they're trying to bang them all out today. But for now, we're out of here, but we're going to see you in a couple of minutes for the next match on center court. This is Randy Stokely. I'm Jason DeBillius. See you guys.
Let's go.
I love the let's go.